about underway, ladies and gentlemen. So Hanwha, pretty much the exact same lineup. Im Jong-chan over in right field because there is a righty on the mound. He's a left-hander hitter. So Im Jong-chan in right instead of Lee Young. Honsei on the mound. Che Jae-hoon back behind the dish. Honsei on the mound. Last game, got his first win, his first KBO win. He's got an ERA of 3 on the season, 1-0 on the season. And 2 games, 12 innings, 12 strikeouts, 2 walks. The alarming thing is the 304 batting average against. He's given up 7 hits in both of his games. So in the first and second inning, the opponents are hitting 400. In the fifth inning, they're hitting 313 against him. He's not walking a lot of guys, but he's given up a lot of hits. And that's is that going to turn into more runs? He's only given up 2 runs in both of his games. Hanwha has won both of his games. Evening, Alan. So Hanwha has won both of his games. Again, this on paper, this should be the game that Hanwha finally beats a starter. This should be the game that Hanwha finally beats a starter. Nagyun on the mound. He has not pitched well against Hanwha. He only went 4.2 innings in his first starts, his only start so far this season. So this on paper is a game that Hanwha definitely should win, but they're going to play and determine who wins after 9 innings or 11 innings or 10 innings or however many innings it takes. As we've got ourselves a pitch clock. Nope, we've got ourselves a pitch comm issue. I just don't understand this. I really don't understand this. How do we not have a pitch before the pitch comm is broken? Like, how are they not checking these things beforehand? Like, honestly, this is just quite ridiculous. It's not just this game. That's the thing is it's not this game. It's so many games that we've had to, we're not even getting through a pitcher before there's issues with this pitch comm. So much for speeding up the game, I guess. All right, Jun Janu put up, and first pitch is a ball outside, and we are underway here in the top of the first. Jun Janu yesterday 0 for 4, but did have an RBI. And the bat flips that is Im Jong-chan is over under it and one away. I'm pretty sure he bat flips everything. I wonder if he flips his toothbrush after he's done. If he's just like using his chopsticks. All right, Jung Hoon takes over in the 2 hole today. Is Sono Young is not in the lineup today. First pitch is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Jung Ho 1 for 4 yesterday with the big home run as he swings and misses at a pitch off the plate, and it's 0-2. He's not cheated on his swings, ladies and gentlemen. He is not cheated on his swings. Yeah, that is way outside. Ball 1. That right-handed batter, the right-handed pitcher, and 0-2 count in the other batter's box. Like clockwork, ladies and gentlemen. And the 1-2, and that's going to be grounded to foul. And it will stay 1-2. Alan, you watching the Doosan game, or are you watching some MLB right now? He just nutmegged himself. All right, we set up for another 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. The battle to not be in last place. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Check swing, but he was a strike anyway, and Ponce gets his first strikeout of the day. Ah, all right. Nosing Yup steps in. He looks at strike one. It's 0-1. Yesterday, Nosing Yup 2 for 4. Hit by pitch, double, a single, and also grounded into a beautiful 1-2-3 double play with the bases loaded. And that's fouled away, and it's 0-2. Strikeout. Was there a strikeout right there? And the 0-2 pitch catches him looking on the outside, and 1-2-3 go the Giants, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. Better start for Hanwha as they aren't losing going into their first at bat. Already 2 strikeouts for Ponce, and Wong Young Mook will lead things off for Hanwha. Quick inning for Ponce. That's a fearful lineup for Hanwha. All right. Wong Young Mook leads things off for Hanwha. Quite a few changes for Doosan, or not Doosan, for Lotte. Junmin Jae over at third base. Again, I said Son Ho Young is not in at third base, not in the starting lineup. Jung Bo Gun back behind the plate. Welcome. You wearing your muffler inside? So Yukong Nam was hit by a pitch in yesterday's game. Oh, I don't know if he's. I didn't check the roster to see if he was off or what. Nagyuan on the mound, 3.86 ERA, 1 game. Only went 4 2/3 innings. He ended up leaving after loading the bases in the bottom of the 5th inning. So didn't factor into the decision. 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 runs, a 1.5 WHIP. So he threw 86 pitches in that 4.2 innings, gave up 4 hits. Again, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. So we'll see. The walks per 9 for Nagyuan is an issue. Last year, he had an 8.51 ERA, 26 games. He was actually removed from the team because he was out drinking the night before he was supposed to pitch. As Wong Young Mook looks at ball one upstairs, and it's 1-0. Wong Young Mook, a huge at bat in the first inning last night. A 11 pitch at bat that ended up with him finally getting a single to center field, as that one is in there for a strike, 1-1. Ended up running that pitch count up for Kim Jin-wook, and that's in there for a strike. Nagyuan has strikeout stuff as long as he can keep control of the ball. Mainly throws a forkball. Forkball 46.5% of the time. Those of you not familiar with the forkball, it's kind of like a splitter, but a little bit deeper, as that's outside at 2-2. A little bit deeper, it kind of slides out of the hand, and a lot harder to control. So then a fastball after that's 37.2% of the time at 145. So he gets it up there for a KBO as far as KBO standard goes. Is that foul will make it or keep it at 2-2. Then a cutter, and then he does have a curveball. He's going to throw 1 curveball a game. Yeah, that's about it. So Wong Young Mook 192 on the season, and looks at ball 3 upstairs. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got our first full count of the day on our first batter for Hanwha. Wong Young Mook yesterday, 2 for 3. Did have a strikeout though. And the 3-2 counts. That's going to be a chopper. Third baseman cuts it off, throws across, and one away. All right, that's going to bring up Han Chi Hong. You could say he had a disappointing game yesterday. That would not be lying. That you would 100% be telling the truth. As yesterday, 0 for 4, and he hit into a double play. I believe he's hitting about 50 on the season. Oh, sorry, 56. And that's not going to change because that's a liner to the left field. Two away. Well, Florio will step in. Florio also 0 for the day. The 2, 3, 4 hitters yesterday were all 0 for 4. Wang Young Mook and Shimu Jun, the middle infielders, were the only guys that had multiple hits yesterday. So Florio snapped his 4-game hitting streak yesterday. He's still sitting at 4 total hits on the season, though. 125 on the season, 0 for 4 yesterday, 2 strikeouts. Did have an RBI, though, as he pops that one. Foul. So he had he had an RBI fielder's choice attempt. That was an awful play by the I think, was that him? No, it was a double play, I think. Can't even remember anymore, as that's misses outside and it's 1-1. But then he was picked off the one time he did get on base. Lays off of that, and it's 2-1. Florio off to a very, very rough start for his KBO career. Again, a former top prospect for the Yankees, as he lays off of that, and it's going to be ball 3, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch fouls it away. What's up? Just in time for a full count. You back in Vancouver now? Now, hopefully the flight was good. I was wondering where you were yesterday. Figured you'd come hang out, cheer on Lotte. All right, the 3-2 pitch runs way inside, and that's going to be ball 4. And Hanwha's got their first runner of the day on the 2-out walk. No, she won stepping up. Yeah, that's what I was saying in the pregame. Is this is the game that Hanwha should be able to beat the starting pitcher. Again, they are 0 for 9 on the season against starting pitchers. They have 0 wins against them. I don't want to say 0 for 9, but they haven't beat a starting pitcher yet. But No Shiwan steps in, 147 on the season, and looks at a big hook there. And it's 0-1. So Florio does have plenty of speed. He will try to steal a base, see if he gets picked off again. He's been picked off twice already this year, and it wasn't even close. And that's outside, a 1-1. Yep, there's yesterday's pickoff. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Florio might be off, especially with Jung Bo-gun back behind the plates, as that's way outside, and now it's 2-1. 17 pitches already in this first inning for Nang Yuan. Again, didn't get didn't get through 5 innings in his one start earlier this season. And the 2-1 pitch. A ground ball to the shortstop, picks it up, throws to second, and that'll go down as a 6-4 ground out. And the end of the first inning. It's 1-1, ladies and or sorry, 0-0. I was dreaming that they scored a run, ladies and gentlemen. I was thinking one runner on first, but I don't know. I can't take advantage of the 2-out walk, and once again, they go over. Ponce got through the first inning with just 11 pitches. Took 18 for Na Yuan to finish through. Is you is somebody 0 for 26? I don't think so. Maybe he's 0 for 26 with runners in scoring position. I could see that. No, because he's got a run. Maybe he's in an 0 for 20. His last. Yeah, maybe he's talking. He's 0 for his last 26 as quarterback. So he's 4, 16. Yeah, I think he's 0 for his last 26. Because the only thing I can see is the last 4 games or 5 games: 0 for 4 against LG, 0 for 4 against Kia, 0 for 3 against Kia, 0 for 4 against Kia, 0 for 4 yesterday, and 0 for 1 today. Maybe, yeah, I mean, he's 0 for 20. He's 0 for, yeah, maybe that's what he's talking about. Because Reyes steps in, and that's in there for a strike. Yeah, I was really surprised about that, especially with how much they own Barn, as that's going to be a single. And Reyes gets his first hit of this 2-game series as he was hitless yesterday. And the first hit of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect game is over in the top of the second. Yeah, that's actually why I'm doing the Kium game on Saturday, because I know there's supposed to be rain, and since Kium's in the dome, I was like, I'm just gonna play it safe and just stream the Kium game. All right, so Kim Min Sung steps in, 286 on the season, and that was right down the middle. So yesterday, Kim Min Sung 1 for 4, 4 hits on the season. Does have an RBI. And the 0-1, that's going to be a slow grounder. That's going to be trouble. Noshiwan grabs it and gets him at first, as that will move the runner over. A little worried. I thought maybe a second baseman could move a little bit faster than that, but apparently not, as that was a super, super slow roller as Noshiwan set his feet, scooped it up, and threw across. Easily got him at first. I was expecting a little bit more speed from a second baseman, but nonetheless, it is 1 out now. Runner on second is Reyes, and Yoon Dong Hee steps in. And Yoon Dong Hee, the first ever home run over the monster yesterday, as I'm sure they're going to replay that in bouts in 1 or 2 pitches. No, his first. There we go. Didn't even get you another at bat. There we go. Right on cue. It's like I'm in the studio. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Yoon Dong Hee 154 on the season in a solo shot and then 3 strikeouts. And the 0-1 low 1-1. And Ponce struggles with hits. He's not giving up runs, but he's giving up a lot of people on the mound or on the. All right, to the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be fouled straight back as somebody jumps out of the way, and it's 1-2. He did not like this mound on Friday. There's been a lot of complaints about, like, obviously I'm not reading complaints, but judging by the pitchers and everything, that their body language and all the kicking around, they have not enjoyed this pitcher's mound. Ponce is one of them that has not enjoyed it at all. He was complaining about it all Friday nights, and here comes the 1-2 pitch, way outside, and it's 2-2. So he was complaining about it, and then I believe in Sunday's game they had a delay because they had to dig up the clay underneath it and put in more dirt because there was a big giant hole in the mound. All right, the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that's strikeouts number 3 for Ponce, and outs number 2. Already 3 strikeouts for the big right-hander. 4 straight strikeouts for Yoon Dong Hee. That's going to bring up Iho Jun. Iho Jun, a good day yesterday, a 2 for 3 with a RBI triple, a hit by a pitch. And Reyes still over there at second base. Is the pitch in there for a beautiful curveball, dropping in 127. I did talk about Ponce's pitch selection. 4 pitches, fastball most of the time, 148, almost 50% of the time. He's just going to throw a 4-seamer. He's going to set up top, misses inside, and misses just a bit too much, and it's 1-1. From there, he's got a curveball 18, 19% of the time, and then a changeup and a slider are going to be his top 4 pitches. He does have a 1 or 2 other pitches, but they don't show up on my stat sheet thing. All right, the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be a chopper. Chan Sung snags it and steps on the bag himself, and that'll be it for Lotte. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 0-0. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody loves some zeros. A 0 for you, a 0 for me. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Chan Sung snagged that, and he'll be the first one up to bats for the bottom of the second here. Oh, another pretty quick inning for Ponce. Sitting at 23 pitches now, 12 in that inning. 0 for 3 and 0 for 2. We are now 0 for 4 on the day with runners in scoring position, or sorry, runners on base between the two. Naguan will obviously come back out for the bottom. I say obviously, maybe not. What else is wow? Doosan already up 3-0. Young EG with a 3-run shot. Who's pitching for Kim? Rosenberg. I didn't think he would do that well. I'm sorry. All right, so Chan Sung steps in and looks at ball 1 outside. Chansung 241 on the season. Did have a hit yesterday, 1 for 4 yesterday. And that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop over to his left, scoops, throws, and that is one away. The Chansung star. Oops, wrong button. I always hit the wrong button. All right, so Kim Tae-yeon steps up. 1 for 4 yesterday. And not a lot of offense this entire year for Hanwha, as their entire team is hitting below the Mendoza line. Worst team average in the league, not even close, as that's misses upstairs 1-0. 194 on the season for Kim Tae-yeon. Only, I believe, 3 people on the team hitting over 200, as that misses upstairs, and it's 2-0. Chansung, Che Jae-hoon, and Shimu Jun. It is not good when your defensive shortstop is one of the guys leading your team in batting average. They're going to end up having to move him to the top of the lineup. And the 2-0 in there for a strike at 2-1. All right, 2-1 low, and it's 3-1. On already 2 full counts back in the first inning. That's what got Nagyuan's pitch count up to 18. And that's in there for a strike. And now we've got another full count, ladies and gentlemen. 3 full counts already for Hanwha. They would love to get into the Lotte bullpen. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, so they're going to throw down to first. And that's his first strikeout on the day, and outs number 2. Kim Jong-chan steps in. Did not play yesterday. Didn't even get a pinch hit. .105 on the season. He's got a double and a homer. That's it. 2 hits, 2 extra base hits, and a ball way upstairs. 1-0. OPS of 500. 1-0, and that's going to help, as that's a single to center field, and Hanwha's got their first base hit of the day, ladies and gentlemen. The number 7 hitter, Im Jong-chan, comes through with a single right over second base. They shaded him right up the middle, but it just hit too hard. That's going to bring up Che Jae-hoon. He's leading the team in average, 357 from the backstop. First at bat of the day, and runs inside, and it's ball 1, 1-0. He hasn't been playing too much. It's been a lot of Che Jae-hoon will get on base after the 5th inning, and he gets pinch ran for, and then EJ Wan takes over, or EJ Wan, well, he's gotten on base once, as that's in there for a strike. EJ Wan gets on base, and then Che Jae-hoon will take over after somebody else pinch runs for him. So we'll see if he starts getting a little bit more playing time, as this offense needs a boost of some sort, as that catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2 now. Che Jae-hoon hitting 400 against right-handers. Again, Hanwha is awful against left-handers. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Checks over at first, and he slides back in. Nick, I assume you're in the chat. Does the dirt look like it's always wet at the stadium? It just looks like it's wet. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Okay, it's not just on camera. It's actually at the stadium too. The grass does look nice though. I will say that. All right, the 1-2 pitch in the dirt stops it, and it'll be 2-2. Good block there by Jungbo Gun. Right there, you just had the first base umpire kicking mud away from first base. And I'm looking at Im Jong Chon, the bottom of Im Jong Chon's cleats, and they're all muddy, and he's an outfielder. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, and a swing and a miss, a second strikeout of the inning for Na Yuan, and Hanwha strands another runner as they've gone 0 for 2 on the day with runners on base. We'll go to the third inning. It's 0-2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 0-0-0, 0-0-0. All right, a 16 pitch inning there for Na Yuan leaves him at 34. Wang Yang Mook. Dal Neon. I assume that's Neon Moon. Neon Moon. I'm going to go with Neon Moon. All right, who's coming up for Lotte? Their number 9 hitter, Junmin J, leading things off. We should just be about to bat. Oh, again, Ponce, 23 pitches to Brew, 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 in the first and 1 last inning. He'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Lotte. Junmin J hitting 200 on the season, a swing and a miss at a pitch on the plate. Literally on the plate, and he swings. Did not play yesterday. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And pops him up. No Shiwan in foul territory. And 1 away. Exactly what Ponce wants, a quick out. That's going to bring up Jungbo Gun. Jungbo Gun 0 for 1 yesterday with a strikeout. Again, took over behind the plate after Yugong Nam was hit by a pitch. Looked like he was hit in the hand. I didn't hear anything about it, but that is fouled into the mitts and out of the mitts, and it's 0-1. 250 on the season for Jungbo Gun. Not bad for your backup catcher. And last year, he ended up having to play quite a bit. And a beautiful pitch at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. A right-handed batter, a right-handed pitcher, and an 0-2 count. And we see a pitch in the other batter's box. Sets up in the other batter's box. A swing and a miss. Fourth strikeout as he set up over there, but it leaked back into the corner of the plates, and that'll bring up the top of the lineup for Lotte. Jun Janu steps in. 0 for 0 for 1 today, 0 for 5 in this series. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone again. He is getting around the edges. 182 on the season for Jun Janu after his pop out to right field in his first at bat. Way outside. You hear the chants of Ponce. And that's going to be chopped. Foul. 1-2. Again, Ponce banging his feet against the rubber. He's just they are not. They do not. Pitchers do not like this mound. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch out of the zone, and that'll be strikeouts number 5 on the day for Ponce. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's zeros everywhere. Zeros for you, zero for me. Let's have some zeros. Zeros. Zero. 0-0-0. Nice 9-pitch inning there for Ponce, leaving him at 32 through 3 innings. Naguan already at 34 through 2. So that's Hanwha yet to have a 1-2-3 inning on offense. Any movements on the rosters today? No? Ah, Sono Young is removed from the roster. Surprising. He went 2 for 4 yesterday and then came off the roster. But he did come out at the end of the game yesterday. So maybe there's something going on there. What did he do in his last at bat? He singled in his last at bats. All right, Shimu Jun leads things off. He had 2 hits yesterday, but looks at strike 1 there, and it's 0-1. 259 on the season for the shortstop, and looks at ball 1 low. 128 on the gun. And 259 on the season. 1 hit on the 29th, 3 on the 30th, and that's going to be 1 really high pop fly to the third baseman, and 1 away. Gonna flip the lineup back over. Wang Young Mook will step in. We'll wait. I told the guys at the stadium to wait for Nick to make his announcement. All right, first pitch. Ooh, beauty right at the top of the zone, and that's 0-1. That was a beautiful, beautiful pitch. 185 on the season for Hanwha's second baseman. And that is going to be ripped, and that's going to go off the wall. 1 hops to the wall. Wang Young Mook is going to round first and head into second, standing up with a 1-out double. As he continues to say, I should not have been the person that got replaced in the lineup. Has hooked it just at the end of the warning track, bounces into the wall, easily standing up at second base. And here we go. An Chi Hong steps in now. Again, one hit on the season. It was a big one. Can he get a big one here? Beautiful curve in there for a strike again. Talked about he only going to throw one curve a game, but he started both of these guys off here with curveballs. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that is ripped into the netting. Foul, and it's 0-2. One out as the Shimu Jun pop up. Oh, yeah. He has one hit on the season. And we've got another pitch comment mistake. Another pitch comment issue. Yeah, he's got one hit on the season. It was a big one. It was a 2-out RBI to give him the lead. It was a pinch hit, too. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Sets up way in the zone. And he fouls that one off, and it stays 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch runs in. Almost got him. I think at this point, An Chi Hong's got to do whatever he can to get on base. Maybe do a little Kim Tae Yun, stick the elbow out to get a hit. All right, the 1-2. That's low. We don't want to talk about drinking and driving with Hanwha middle infielders. All right, the 2-2 pitch goes from an 0-2 to a 2-2, sets up in the outside, and he misses outside in another full count, the fourth full count of the day for Hanwha. Beautiful pitch. Would have been a better pitch on the 1-2 count. Moon Hyun Bin looking on. He's given up his DH spot to An Chi Hong to not hit. All right, the 3-2 pitch. Way outside and walks him. Second walk of the day for Nagyuan as An Chi Hong makes his way on to first base. They've got runners at first and second with one out, and Florio will step up. Nagyuan is running that pitch count up, ladies and gentlemen. In 4 full counts already in the game, and we're only he's only got 7 outs. So Florio still looking for his first homer on the season, as that is low, and it's 1-0. I think he's got to be taken most of the way here. He did walk in his first at bats, was left on base. And he does have plenty of speed, and he's a left-handed batter, so you don't. I mean, obviously he could be doubled up, but not entirely gonna happen. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's grounded to foul. He has a ton of groundouts. He does not hit the ball into the air very often. The one extra base hit that he has, I think he has one, was a bloop that's just landed right by the line of the third base line, kind of as the shortstop left fielder were both running after it. All right, the 1-1 pitch. And outside, 2-1. I think he only had one. Nope, he has two doubles. Okay, another 2-1 pitch. And fouls that right into Jung Bo-gun as he knocks off his mask. Right between the eyes. All right, now you've got a 2-2 count here. Already 16 pitches in this inning. That is going to be a ground ball. That's going to go down as a 3-6 putouts. Again, I told you he's a little fast. Wang Young Mook will move over to third base as Florial again grounds in. A great play by Nasung Yup over at first base to get its turns. Just a slow turn though, as Nagyuan covering over there, covering at first base. A heads up play by the pitcher, trying to cover just to get the last outs, but not able to turn it again. Florial runs pretty good. I imagine they're going to have him running here too. I could definitely see this is a little league steal situation. You got No Shuan, who is 0 for 1 for the day. Someone said earlier he's 0 for 20, his last 26. He is hitless in the new stadium. 143 now on the season. And upstairs, 1-0. Right, the 1-0 pitch catches the outside, 1-1. Oh. Alrighty, here we go. The 1-1 pitch sets up right down the middle, and the curveball misses outside. 2-1. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Sets up right down the middle again, but checks over on Florial as he slides back in. All right, it's a 2-1. That's going to be chopped foul, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 goes upstairs, and it fouled straight back. 149 on the gun. Tried to throw it past him, but wasn't able to. Now does he go with? He doesn't really have anything really to throw to these guys. He doesn't have a slider or anything that's going to break hard left to these right-handed hitters. You're gonna have to probably throw a forkball here. Maybe try to get him with a curve. He tries to get him with a curve. Is he? Oh, a third baseman bobbles it in time. Third baseman popped up out of his glove, just barely grabbed it, threw out no shoe on at first base. Otherwise, a run would have scored. But that will end the threat for Hanwha as they leave two more on, and I think they're gonna replay that. I think Hanwha's gonna replay that. It looked like that's what they were gonna do, but we're at a commercial, so we'll just go with it. Once again, Hanwha 0 for the inning. 0 for 2 with runners on base, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position as Yuan was able to get out of that inning. 57 pitches now, 23 pitches in that inning. Again, those full counts are going to come back to haunt him as 57 pitches. You know, he didn't get through five. He didn't get through 5 innings in his first game. Will he be able to get through 5 innings today? Who knows? Ponce on the mound for Hanwha, and he has been absolutely fantastic so far for Hanwha. Yeah, so we should do that. Jung Hoon will lead things off, and in the dirt. And for Ponce, the first 2 innings were bad. The third inning has been his best inning, and then the fourth and fifth, they're still hitting over 300 against them. And the 1-0, that's upstairs, 2-0. That hat looks awful. You can like see white spots through it. Says that's literally just a get me over fastball. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Lifted, going foul. That'll be a couple rows into foul, and it's 2-2. Wasn't running hard. Should be out of the game. He's running hard. He's safe, and that Hanwha's up 0-1 or 1-0, as that's fouled away. Again, you got different rules for different players in that dugouts. It's got to be one of the worst ran teams in the league. Like, yeah, if that was Euro Gil, he'd already be on a bus to Sosan. The 2-2 pitch outside, full count, first full count of the day for Lotte. Right, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and strikeouts number 5. Sorry, number 6. Strikeouts number 6. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. And that's going to bring up Nossing up. Nossing up looks at the ball 1 low, and it's 1-0. Struck out looking in his first at bat in the first inning. And that's outside. It's 2-0. The 2-1. Ooh, almost hit him. It's 3-0. Dance out of the way for Na Sung Yup. And a straight walk. Kicks around the dirt on the mound once again. And that's going to bring up Reyes. Reyes with the one Lotte hit today. He is not liking this ground. So Na Sung Yup over at first base. Reyes steps in. A double play is in the making here, or could be in the making, as that's a curveball in there for a strike. 189 on the season for the reigning hit champion of the KBO. Strike at the bottom of the zone. That's 0-2. He always looks like he's so like I don't know. He's like so bothered by having to play baseball. He's like 0-2 pitch. Runner on first. Swing and a miss and another strikeout. Strikeouts number 7 on the day for Cody Ponce. Reyes swings, dropping down to one knee. All right, that's going to bring up not Reyes. That's going to bring up Kim Min Sung. Kim Min Sung, 5-3 ground out in his first at bat. Looks at strike one there. 0 for 1 on the day, 1 for 4 yesterday. So that makes him 1 for 5 in the series. New strike. Yeah, I mean, it's not it's a centimeter lower, as that is outside 1-0, 1-1. Number 53. I don't know who that is. Yeah, all right. The 1-1 pitch. That is lifted into the gap. Florio giving chase and makes the catch right at the wall or the warning track. His routes just look really, really awful. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but they do not look good. But anyway, another 2 strikeouts for Ponce, a walk, but they're not able to do anything, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 0-0. 0 for you, 0 for me, 0 for everyone watching these teams. It doesn't rhyme, but it's not that bad. What I mean to say, what I mean to say, nah. No, no, no. All right. Where's say sitting in? $17 pitches that inning. They are now 0 for 5 with runners on base. Sorry, that was wrong. I hope that doesn't give anybody an actual advertisement. Wrong button. Sorry. My bad. All right. Chey Sung will step in. 0 for 1 on the day. 6-3 ground out in his first at bat to lead off the second inning. Here he is leading off the fourth inning and looks at strike one. Nagyuan, 2 strikeouts so far today. 58 pitches so far. 18 pitches, 16 pitches, and 23 as that one is fouled away and it's 0-2. Nagyuan has strikeout stuff. He can ramp it up 145 kilometers an hour average on his fastball. So he can strike out some guys, especially if he gets his forkball moving, but just struggles with command a little bit too much. Is that I think is a pitch clock violation? Maybe, I don't know. I saw the umpire hold up a number 1 as that's a swing and a miss as it's almost hit him, but he still swings, and that is 1 away. That was not a pretty at bat. Kim Tae-yeon will step in, hoping to get this Hanwha offense moving. And that runs inside 1-0. Kim Tae-yeon has struck out in his first at bats. 0 for 1 on the day, 1 for 5 in this 2-game series. And fouls that one straight back, and it's 1 and 1. I can't even count anymore. I got so many numbers flying around in my head. All right, to the 1-1 pitch. And just misses outside on the curveball, and it's 2-1. He is definitely utilizing his curveball way more than he did in the first game. It looked good. It has looked good. And the 2-1, that is popped up. It's going to be trouble. The shortstop drifting out and might be, like I said, it's going to be trouble. And that's going to go down as an E6. Kim Tae-yeon is standing on second base. The left fielder, that was his ball the whole time. It should have been his the whole time. And I just realized I have Im Jong-chan and Kim Tae-yeon both playing right field. That was the left fielder's ball the whole way, as that was way too difficult for the shortstop to be making that play. All right, Im Jong-chan steps in. He's 1 for 1 on the day. His third hit of the season as Kim Tae-yeon over at second base, reaching second base on that air. And that's did he go? He did not. Ball 1. Lotte's defense doing Lotte defense things. And Im Jong-chan chops that one foul, 1-1. All right, Im Jong-chan wagging the bat back and forth, and the 1-1 pitch. Beautiful curveball drops in at the top of the zone, and it's 1-2. Why? Well, everybody, we know what pitch number it was. It was pitch number 67, and everybody knows that pitch number 67 is a strike. 1-2, swing and a miss on strikeouts. Number 4 on the day for Nag Yuan, as Im Jong Chan isn't able to do anything with a runner on base, and that's going to bring up a Shea Jae Hoon. And 0-1. Fouled away, and it's 0-2. Can any of these teams get a hit with a runner on base? Can any of these teams get a hit with a runner on base? Go-to pitch. Upstairs. 1-2. Both teams currently 0 for 5 with runners on base. Hanwha and Lotte both are Lotte 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Hanwha 0 for 3 now with runners in scoring position. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Misses low. 2-2. Again, get ahead 0-2. Dance around the strike zone. What is gonna happen? What is gonna happen? It's a 2-2 count with a runner on second and 2 outs. Pitch number 72. And misses inside. Full counts. Another full count. 5th full count of the day for Hanwha. And just missed. And time is called by Jung Bo-gun over back behind the plate. I don't know. I just got the replica uniforms, except for a couple Bears ones. I got some authentic Bears ones, a couple authentic KT ones also. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Kim Tae-yeon over at second base after the air, and he went around on the check swing, and that will be strikeouts number 5 for Nag Yuan. And we will head to the 5th inning. It's zeros everywhere, everywhere, everywhere with a 0. 0 for you, 0 for me, 0 for us, 0 for thee. I should probably get in a rap battle. I think I definitely should get in a rap battle. 17 pitches that inning. Hanwha's now left 5 runners on base. They have yet to go 1, 2, 3. 0 for 2 in that inning with runners on base. 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. They are 0 for 4 on the day with runners in scoring position through 4 innings. Again, I don't even know what to say. Lotte will have their 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up as Yoon Dong Hee will lead things off. La 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 la. All right. right. Ponce, 49 pitches through 4 innings, cruising 7 Ks already. He's looking to add a couple more. I think I can only fit 11 or 12 on my screen. So I don't know what we're going to do after that. They're going to have to start counting backwards or something. As that is in there for a strike. So Yoon Dong-hee 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. He struck out in his last 4 plate appearances. And did he go around? He went around, and that's now 0 2. We'll check the replay right on cue. Yes, he did. Excellent call by the first base umpire. And here comes the 0-2. That's going to be a chopper right back up the middle as Ponce isn't able to get a glove on it. And they've got a leadoff single, only their second hit of the day. Reyes had a leadoff single in the second inning, and now Yoon Dong-hee has a leadoff single in the fifth inning. In fourth and fifth inning for Ponce, the opponents were hitting 3-something off of him. That's going to bring up Iho Jun. Iho Jun with the air, the shortstop who wasn't able to make that super difficult play. As they check over on Yoon Dong-hee, he will steal a base here and there. Putting on his oven mitt, getting ready to do a little cooking on a base pass. Iho Jun 0 for 1 on the day. Again, big day yesterday though. And that's outside, just misses 1-0. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a pitch that almost hit his foot. 1-1. Ponce is proven why he was the opening day starter lately. Just Hanwha's offense can't do anything. All right, the 1-1 pitch to the shortstop. And a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. All right, 1-2 pitch. And in the dirt, did he go around? He did not. The home plate umpire there was shaking his head. Shaking his head, nodding his head, not shaking his head, nodding his head. He did not go around. JJ Hoon has to have the most animated call over to the umpires. He's always like, I find it absolutely hilarious. All right, the 2-2 pitch, runner on first, nobody out, and fouls it away, and it stays 2-2. The 2-2, that is going to be trouble. That's going to go over Im Jong-chan's head. One hops into the wall. Yoon Dong-hee is going to cruise into third as they've got runners on first and second second and third with nobody out. This was again, I made my preview video. I could never get it edited, and now I'm focusing on my weekly shows instead. One of the things that I said that is an issue for Lotte and why I don't have them as a better team is the play of the shortstops. The two shortstops that they've had have been awful. They can't hit, they can't field. Iho Jun obviously has been playing instead of No Jin Hyuk and who is the other one? Pak Sung. I can't remember Pak Sung Won, or I think you would know. The last year he just airs all the time, couldn't hit. None of them could hit above 200. They were just a huge disappointment at the on the left side. I want to say Pak Sung Won. Pak Sung. Okay, thank you, thank you. I knew you would know who I was talking about. All right, Junmin Jae got runners on second and third and swings and misses there. A strikeout is what Ponce needs at this point. He definitely needs a strikeout. I think he gets a strikeout, and you have Jung Bo Gun at the bottom of the order, who is another strikeout candidate. There's a big hole over on the left side. A swing and a miss. Another pitch nowhere near the strike zone. That's the bottom of this order. You have to worry about the strikeouts. All right, 0-2, Junmin Jae, 0 for 1 on the day. And he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, tags him, and that's going to be another strikeout. A big one for Ponce. His 8th strikeout of the day, 3 pitch strikeouts. He's just going up there, hacking at anything that's thrown towards home plate because those pitches were nowhere near the strike zone. 61 pitches now for Ponce is they're going to have Jung Bo Gun, the catcher, steps in and lays off of that. Ponce was hoping that the number 9 hitter would also just chase everything that was thrown towards home plates. 0 for 1 on the day, strikeouts. 0 for 1 yesterday with a strikeout. Ponce looking for an 0 for 2 and a strikeout here. Is that's going to be a ground ball past the diving Wang Young Mook. 1 run is in. Iho Jun is going to be held up at third as the backup catcher comes through with an RBI single. And Ponce is eating the glove as Lotte takes the 1-0 lead on the RBI single, ladies and gentlemen. RBI single from your number 9 hitter. That's going to flip the lineup back over as they still got runners at the corner. Jun Janu, the captain, up. Could it be a Little League double steal? Iho Jun has plenty of speed over there at third. I'm actually surprised that they didn't send him there to chest Im Jong Chan's arm. All right. And the first pitch outside, ball 1. 64 pitches now for Ponce, 15 already in this inning. Most he's thrown so far was 17 last inning. Threw 11 in the first, 12 in the second, 9 in the third, and then 17 last inning as he ran into a full count and a walk. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is going to be lifted into center field. That's going to score another one as Florio camps under it. And that will be a sacrifice fly to center field as Lotte takes a 2-0 lead on this sacrifice fly. Not a hit, but does some damage as Jun Janu gives Lotte the smallest amount of breathing room. And once again, Hanwha is in danger of not being able to beat a starter. That's going to bring up a Jun Hoon as that's way outside ball 1. Jung-un 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. Did have a full count in his last at bat, which he led off the fourth inning before striking out. Here comes pitch number 67. It should be a strike, and it's a strike, just like always. And 1-1. I don't make the rules, guys. I just point out every time pitch number 67 is a strike. Just saying. All right, the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. He goes outside and he fouls it. I think he fouls it. Yes, he fouls it way deep into the stands, and it's 1-2 now. They were his best hitters yesterday too. Iho Jun 2 for 3 yesterday with an RBI triple and hit by pitch. All right, the 1-2 way outside, 2-2. Two runs in this inning, a 2-2 counts. The number 2 hitter up with 2 outs, a runner on first base. And catches him looking at a pitch that just touches the outside corner. And a strikeout number 9 for Ponce. But he gives up 2 runs. He's given up 2 runs in all of his starts, and Hanwha is now down 2-0. Like I said, this is the game that Hanwha should be able to win. Lotte does strand a runner, but they also get 2 in. No, Ponce, again, he's this is his third game. First game against KT opening day, 5 innings, 87 pitches, 61 for strikes, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 runs, both earned. And then Friday night against Kia, 7 innings, 105 pitches, 7 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, gave up 2 runs, both earned. So he's given up 2 runs in each of his games. He's now sitting at 70 pitches, 21 pitches in that inning to give up those 2 runs. And he's got strikeout stuff. It's definitely working. It's just Hanwha cannot seem to do any offense against starters. All right, Hanwha will have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Nagyuan, first pitch is in there for a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Timu Jun, 0 for 1 on the day, popped up to the third baseman, and that's ball 1 outside, 1-1. Foul. Did I write it wrong? And another strike. And the 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch, Shimu Jun, number 2, Hanwha down by 2, and that is foul. And we'll have another 0-2 or 2-2 count. Pitch number 80 for Nagyuan, and that's upstairs, and another full count. 6 full count of the day for Hanwha. They have walked twice, struck out twice, and a 5-3 ground out once. And here it comes, the 3-2 pitch. And fouled straight back is we'll have another one. Now you got to wonder, is Nagyuan going to be able to finish the fifth and put himself in line for a victory? 86 pitches in his first game before running into issues in the bottom of the fifth. Ended up walking the bases loaded. And that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman grabs it, steps, throws in time. A one hopper to the pitcher or the first baseman. I can't even talk anymore. And that is one away. And Shimu Jun does move well down the line. As a backhanded, it's stuck his foot down, planted, thrown across the diamond from behind third base. But one hops it, and Na Sung Yup is able to scoop it up and throw over, or it's one out. Yeah, like the pitchers are complaining like crazy. It just does not look like it's good at all. All right, Wong Young Mook is gonna swing at the first pitch at a diving stop by the second baseman is not able to, and Wong Young Mook with another 2-hit game as the offense is going through him, but unfortunately, nobody else is anywhere in the building. Yesterday, 2 for 3 for Wong Young Mook. Today, 2 for 3 with a double and a single. All right, An Chi Hong will step in now. And a curveball in there. An Ji Hong now down to 53 on the batting average. He did walk in his last at bat, though. You call that one, Kenny? Nope, not going to be a double play. Popped up, third baseman under it. And 2 away. All right, Florio will step up. He grounded into a 3-6 force outs last inning. Then walked in his first at bat, not last inning, last at bat back in the third inning. And he walked in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. And 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 strikeouts, broke his 4-game hitting streak. And that's upstairs 1-0. 121 now on the season, and you have to wonder how long how long this new hitting coach is going to be lasting in Daejeon. That's going to be chopped as he loses his helmet and 1-1. In the legendary manager brought in his old hitting coach from NC, I believe is who it came in. Hanwha is not been hitting anything except the bench. And 1-1 is fouled straight back. 1-2 now. 89 pitchers from Nagyuan, and they have to again think this is his last inning. We'll see what happens here. Do they go curveball off the plates? Sets up outside, holds the glove down on the dirts. And there it is, the curveball off the plates. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will end it for Hanwha in the fifth. They get a single from Wong Young Mook, but still another 0 for 2, and as they've gone 0 for 8 with runners on scoring position, runners on base. I'll be back as we'll take a little break. All right, first pitch in there for a strike is Ponce back out on the mound, or Ponce is nossing up 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a walk in his last at bat. And the 0-1 pops him up. Wong Young Mook out into the grass, and that is one away. That's going to bring up Reyes. Reyes, 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in his first at bat, struck out in his last one. And the first pitch is outside. Ball 1, 1-2. Sitting at 9 strikeouts on the day for Ponce, but he's down 2-0 as Hanwha once again is not going to be able to get a win against a starting pitcher, as that's in there for a strike on the outside, 1-1. Have to assume that Nagyuan is done for the day. 90 pitches from him. as Reyes is going to lift that, and that's going to one hop into the wall, and he's going to round first and jog into second base with another hit, his second hit of the day, and they've got a runner in scoring position now. Oh, it didn't hop to the wall. Can't really tell because the angles are so crappy in this new stadium. I just have to guess and then hope that they play some a random angle. Like even the guys that are in the booth, they can't see the field. They can't see the corners. All right, Kim Min Song steps in and looks at strike one, right down the middle, 153 on the old gun. And swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Ponce, Ponce has to be thinking, man, do I need to start swinging the bat? Do I need to hit? Can we get rid of the DH? All right, the 0-2 pops its foul into the. He's now sitting at 78 pitches. Lots of empty seats in the back behind home plate. And the 0-2 swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Ponce, his 10th of the day. I got room for 1.8 strikeouts left. I don't know. I can't fit the full 12th one on there. And I'm too lazy to change it. And all right, 79 pitches. Pitch number 80. Yoon Dong Hee looks at the ball one outside, and it's 1-0. One 0 pitch in the dirt, but Che Jae-hoon is able to block it, and it's 2-0 is that one. Could have easily put him over at the third base. That's what happens when you have the worst offense in the league. 2-0 pitch. Just nips the corner, and it's 2-1 now. And Ponce, he no decision in his first game, gave up 2 runs, but they tied it up late. In his second game, the starter for Kia was out of the game, as that's going to be a check swing, but it's going to roll to Cheyenne Song, and that will be it for Lotte in the top of the 6th. But they're up 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. A double by Reyes, and nothing from there as they go 0 for 2 with runners on base. Lotte's left 4 guys on base. Is Ponce sitting at 83 pitches now? Got to imagine that he's going to go back out for another one. He's just pitching way too well. But again, this manager, who knows? He has a reputation for ruining pitchers' arms. Who knows? No Shiwan will lead things off for Hanwha, the number 4. I'm going to call him batter, not a hitter, as he is now 0 for 27. 0 for his last 27, ladies and gentlemen. And not only that, he would have had an RBI if he wouldn't have ran out of the box in his last at bats. We'll see if we get a new pitcher. They haven't announced anything just yet. He should be coming back here. Wow. Interesting. Naguan back out there. I am not, I am going to say I am surprised. 90 pitches. Maybe they just want him to out there because he's going to face some right-handers. Is that is a ball one. So 91 pitches for Naguan. He's got No Shiwan, Chan Sung, and Kim Tae Yun, three right-handers up. And the 1-0 swing and a miss at ball two, and it's 1-1. Have to think if anybody gets on base, he's done for the day. But with a 2-run lead, I think, yeah, no, not a. And that's going to be a ground ball past the diving shortstop, and that should be the end of his day if the manager has any idea what the hell he's doing. And Noshiwan finally gets himself a hit, his first hit in the new stadium. He is now 1 for his last 28. No, we're gonna keep Nagy on the mound. I don't understand this. I mean, the Lotte bullpen is bad, but all right, it's Che and Sung 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike one right down the middle. Struck out in his last at bat. A 6-3 ground out back in the second. So he's been up in the second, the fourth, and now here in the sixth. He is a guy that can hit into a lot of double plays. As that's not going to be a double play, as that's popped up a first baseman in foul territory and one away. "95 pitches now as Kente Yun will step in. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, but did reach second base on the E6 from Lotte back in the fourth inning. Oh, that'll be it for Naguan. No, a little mound visit from the pitching coach. All right, they're going to leave him in to face the righty. Hak Jin warming up. Again, 95 pitches, 6 strikeouts. You can see that on your horizontal stream if you're in there. If you're in the vertical stream, sorry. You have to come hang out with us in the vertical, on the horizontal to get some K markers. All right, Kim Dae-un 0 for 2. And that is way outside. Back a very awkward block by Jung Bo Gun, but it was effective. In to his right, and he throws the glove, but backhands it like this, and is able to stop it enough to keep Noshiwan over at first. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Kim Tae-yun. And that's low. 2-0. 182 on the season for Hanwha's left fielder, and one of the best hitters on the team last year. It looks like his uniform is as quality as the Hanwha batting, as the stitching is coming out of the sleeve there. And I believe that is a ball. Maybe? No? Maybe not. All right, the 2-0 as he slaps it into the gap over the shortstop or the second baseman. As Noshiwan is going to head over to third base, and they've got runners on the corner. The first hit that Hanwha has had with a base runner, as he just stuck the bat out, lined it over the second baseman's head. I mean, that was a pitch about a half a foot off of the ground, but since Noshiwan was on the run, they had to move. He had to stick the bat out. Now that'll be it for Nagyuan, as they'll bring in a lefty to face, or maybe, but Nagyuan will finish his day. A pretty good outing for him. He's obviously responsible for the two guys on base, but he will not get a loss. And Hanwha once again will not be able to beat a starter. And they will have again runners on first and third. With one out, Im Jong Chan will come in, and Song Jae Young will come in to replace Nag Yuan. I'll get you his final line as soon as I get to this new pitcher set up. Song Jae Young. All right. Double check all my stats. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Final line for Nag Yuan, 5.1 innings and 98 pitches, 60 for strikes, 5 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Currently, no earned runs. He is responsible for the 2 runners on base right now. So, right now, the worst that he could get was a no decision. Obviously, the best he could get is a win. Cannot take a loss, as those 2 runs would just tie the game. So, Im Jong Chan steps in. Lefty, the short little lefty. 4 games, 3 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, a 100 batting average against, and a whip of 1. He'll need to get 2 outs before giving up 2 runs. And we've got a pinch hitter here. Jin Young will pinch hit for Im Jong Chan. And a swing and a miss. Going with the righty to face the lefty. And he is a guy that could quickly make this a 2-3 game, or he could swing and miss and make it 2 outs. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul, and it's 0-2. He does have some speed, so doubling him up would be a little difficult if it's not a hard hit ball or right at somebody. Ponce is, I'm sure, looking eagerly as the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be into the gap in right center as Kim Tae-yeon is going to move over to third base. No Shiwan is going to score, and Lee Jin Young has himself an RBI double to cut the lead 2-1. And hustling out of the box puts him over at second base. Yeah, again, I don't know why Nagyuan. I know why Nagyuan was out there because they wanted the righties, but man, he was already at 90 something pitches. I just don't really understand it. And that'll be it for him. And we'll have another pitching change as they'll go to a righty. And I just don't understand why he went out there. I just don't understand why he went out there to start the sixth. I just don't get it. So they'll bring in a righty now to face Che Jae-hoon and Shimu Jun, who are both righties. At this point, you got runners on second and third. You got a one-run lead, but still, why? Why the hell did he have it out? Well, both of them were the the throw to or the one by Kim Tae-yeon and the one there by Lee Jin-young. They weren't like really hard hit, but they still Nagyuan shouldn't have been out there at 90 pitches coming out for the six. I mean, Kim Tae-yeon's especially because he had him fooled, but he was swinging because No Shiwan was trying to steal second. It was a hit and run. So he threw the bat out there and just happened to bloop it. That could have with that pitch, it could have easily been a little soft liner and then a double play. So yeah, bad luck, but at the same time, probably should not have been out there. So Che Jae-hoon will face Park Jin. And Park Jin, 2.25 ERA, 6 games, 1 save, 1 hold, 4 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, a 250 batting average against, and a 1.25 whip. As they will attempt to get an out from a reliever as they haven't quite done it yet. So Moon Hyun Bin will pinch hit here for Che Jae-hoon as he is going lefty righty matchups and doing everything he can to take advantage of this poor coaching decision by Lotte. Did it hit him? Mr. Clutch, this is what he's born for, ladies and gentlemen, as that's ball one. They play him almost to pull completely as that's inside and it's 2-0. This is what I talked about earlier is Che Jae-hoon, despite being a much better hitter than EJ Wan, he is getting the bat taken out of his hand late in the game, and they're going defensively. Not even defensively is going to be a broken bat diving play by the pitcher or the first baseman as Hanwha will tie the game, and once again, Ponce escapes as the 3-1 ground out, broken bat ground out will tie the game. The diving stop by the first baseman tosses it to first. Moon Hyun Bin not able to beat it out, but because they were off on contact, they now have a runner over at third base once again as Lee Jin-young is finding himself now 90 feet from taking over as Hanwha could be in line with a win. Yeah, I mean, slow dive, but yeah, there was no choice there as that's misses to Shimu Jun. Shimu Jun 0 for 2 on the day, popped up to the third baseman in his first at bat, looks at strike one there, and it's 1-1. 0 for 2, a 5-3 ground out in his last at bat, and a pop up to the third baseman in his first at bats. Yesterday, a big day, 2 for 3. And a beautiful curveball that just drops in, and it's 1-2 now. So right now, Nagyuan not able to get the win. The man Is it Song? I don't even remember now. Who is it? Sung Jae Young is the one who is responsible for the runner over at third, and he did not go around. And it's 2-2. The deuces are wild once again, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, get ready. You've got number 2 up to bat in a 2-2 game with a runner on third with a 2-2 count. 2-2 counts, 2-2 pitch, 2-2 score, 2 outs, number 2 hitting. As he fouls that one back, and it stays at 2-2. 2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2. Nope. There's 2 outs. Not one, just 2. All right. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside. And he goes down, and that's going to be a pop fly to the shortstop as he is not able to come through. But Hanwha is able to tie it up, and we'll go to the 7th inning. It's deuces. Deuces. Once again, Ponce bailed out by Hanwha being able to score against the bullpen. And of course, the main thing was absolutely horrible coaching. Again, I understand bringing him back out, but after he gave up the leadoff single to Noshiwan, that should have been the end. That should have been it. That's it. At that point, you go to your bullpen, who has fresh arms. You go to your bullpen there, and this probably doesn't happen. Not good managing. I understand bringing him out as he was at 90 pitches, and you bring him out, you let him face the 3 righties, but the minute somebody gets on base, you got to take him out. And they didn't do it, and that has now cost Lotte the lead. So Hanwha finally coming through with runners on base. And the first 2 hits of the day for Hanwha with the runners on base. They've stranded 7, though. All right, so we should be back. I believe Ponce 100% should still be out on the mound. He's sitting at 83 pitches through 7. Through 6. And that misses low. Ball 1. Eugene Young stays in right field. EJ1 takes over behind the dish. Moon Yun Bin is done for the day. That is ball 2. All right. Iho Jun doubled in his last at bats as that misses outside, and it's now 3-0. Hanwha's bullpen is rested. The main guys in the bullpen haven't pitched for a few days as they fell behind early yesterday and stayed behind. And that's going to be ball 4. Walks them on 4 straight pitches as once again the bottom of the order for Lotte, giving Hanwha some troubles. All right. Iho Jun does have some speed. We'll see if they put him in motion. 4 straight pitches. Hasn't attempted any stolen bases. Last year didn't attempt any either. And the second, he's 0 for 2 in his career as they lovely. God, I love it. I love it. I love it. A nice runner on first, and you're going to try to bunt. The guy just threw 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls, and so you decide to bunt. I can understand, Junmin Jae 0 for 2 on the day. He looked absolutely silly in his last at bats. He gets the bunt down as EJ Wan grabs it, throws over to first. He'll move the runner over on the 2-4 putouts. Said nobody on first. There we go. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jungbo Gun, a huge RBI single to put Lotte ahead at the time. Back in his last at bat in the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Pitch number 90 for Ponce. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And low, 1-1. Ponce, 105 pitches in his last at bat or last outing on Friday. So started this homestand, and he's gonna finish the homestand also, as that just also misses at the bottom of the zone, 2-1. He wanted it. Probably would have had that as a strike if there was a not an ABS system. All right, 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper. Ponce grabs it, checks back the runner, throws to first. And the 1-3 putouts will leave 2 runs, and he was able to check them back, and he's got still a runner over at second with 2 outs. And that'll flip the lineup back up to Jun Janu, who is 0 for 6 in this series, but he has 2 RBIs. 0 for 6 with 2 RBIs. A single should score a run, and that is in the dirt. EJ Wan is able to block it. One thing you have to think about is EJ Wan is now behind the plate, not JJ Hoon. Welcome the strange tutor. Sets up at the top, and that's upstairs, 2-0. Again, so what I was talking about is EJ Wan is back behind the plate. Almost once or twice a game, he will drop a pitch that he should have been catching. Fight! Chat room fight! And the 2-0, and that's going to be a chopper. Noshiwan grabs it, throws across the diamond, and that will be outs. Number 3 is Ponce is pumped up once again, getting through 7, giving up 2 runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 2-2. Tagging, ladies and gentlemen. Tagging. Leadoff walk, a sacrifice, because this is the KBO, and the KBO managers are stupid. And they have never once in their entire life actually looked at an analytics sheet that says bunting with a runner on first and nobody out lowers your chance of scoring any runs by 4%. Literally lowers your chance of scoring any runs, not just 1 run, not 2 runs, any runs at all by bunting. But what do I know? I just stream baseball to you guys. I don't know anything. Runny. Hanwha will have the top of the lineup coming up. Wong Young Mook trying to come through. He's already been on base twice. I wonder if I have to imagine Ponce will be done. 13 pitches that inning gives him 96 on the day to go with his 10 strikeouts, 2 runs. So 96 pitches, 63 for strikes, 5 hits, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. Oh, that guy is so creepy. He reminds me of the Joker. All right. Bottom of is Pak Jean still out there? He is still out there. And Wang Young Mook leads things off, fakes the bunt, and pulls it back, but it was a strike anyway. All right. So Wang Young Mook, 2 for 3, 5-3 ground out in his first at bat, and then a double and a single has now brought his average up above that Mendoza line with a so far 4 for 6 series. That's upstairs, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch. No, lays off of it. A beautiful pitch, and it's 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch. Low, and it's 3-1. Have to think that he is taking here again. Wang Young Mook sees a lot of pitches. He will foul off a lot of pitches, putting him on base. He's going to try to steal a base. Said try. Hanwha has been very successful this year on the base pass trying to steal, except for when he gets picked off. And the 3-1 is fouled away, and it's full count, his second full count of the day. 5-3 full count in his first at bat of the day. Here in the bottom of the 7th, he's got himself another one. Pak Jean putting the glove to his ear to make sure he can hear. And he fouls it off again, giving everybody some souvenirs. Wang Young Mook, an absolute fan favorite. Kiwi only likes players under 26 years old. And the 3-2 pitch. And walks him on a pitch just outside of the zone. And Hanwha's got the go-ahead run on base. And they've got An Chi Hong coming up. Can he get? I don't think he can get a bunt down, can he? He's got 1 hit on the season. All right, An Chi Hong. 0 for 4 yesterday, 0 for 2 today. He's hitting 50, ladies and gentlemen. 50, not 500. 0.050. All right, here comes the pitch, and he gets the bunt, but fouls it. As once again, like I said, can he even get a bunt down? Can he even get a bunt down? The ultimate question, can he get a bunt down? As he pops that one up. Wonder what happened to the ball boy from yesterday. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Never mind, as he steps off. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Has the bunt. They pitch outs. Seeing if he was going. I don't think you can let him steal. I don't think you can send him on. You want to put him in motion, but you got a guy hitting 50 who can't get a bunt down at bat. Check over at first. Do they pick off? Do they throw out twice? Do they pitch out twice? That is the right. The 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. He pulls the bat back and lines it right to the left fielder. Pulls the bat back and lines it to the left fielder, and that's is one away. That's going to bring up Florial. Florial, 0 for 2 on the day. Walked in his first at bats, hitting 118 on the season. 118. Now that's a strike right down the middle, and it's 0 1. Florial, I don't even know what to say. A 3-6 groundouts and a strikeout in his last at bats. He's been on base twice. He's been on base about 8 times, 9 times this season as he fouls that one away. Again, he fouls. He's really good at fouling off pitches. He just can't put any fair. He's got the Nick Williams disease. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Did he go? As he's out at second base. The ball gets away from the catcher and he is thrown out at second base. I think he was thrown out. They've got to replay this. His hand might have gotten under the tag. I don't know, but you have to replay this. I mean, it looked like he was out. Like it was a delayed. Again, he ran after the ball got into the dirt, and he wasn't able to hold it as he went right away. The throw definitely beat him. Oh yeah, he's out. All right, so sorry, I missed the count there. 1-2 count now as that one was in the dirt. So you got a 2-2 game, 2 strikes, 2 outs, pitch 22, and now you've got a swing and a miss by Florial as he's gonna jog down to first base as that will be out number 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Another leadoff runner, and Hanwha once again. I'm just gonna say they're awful. Like they're awful. Like I don't know how else to say it. Their offense is putrid. Like it man. Oh, good lord, is it bad? Wow. They've had 10 base runners today. 6 hits, an error by Lotte, and 3 walks. And they've squeezed across 2 runs. You know, Lotte's offense isn't doing much either, but Lotte is going against Hanwha's number 1 pitcher. No, it's not the other way. It's not where, Hanwha was going against Lotte's number 5 pitcher. A very, very big difference between the two starting pitchers. I'm going to guess that Ponce is done. nothing been announced yet, but again, I have to guess that he's done. He's thrown 96 pitches. There's no way you send him back out for the eighth in a tie game. We'll see as they should be showing who's coming in. I have to imagine Han Sung Hyuk or Pak Sang Won. Pak Sang Won, yes. Yep, Pak Sang Won coming out. So 2.25 ERA, 1-1 on the season with a 1 hold, 4 games, 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, a .83 batting average, .083 batting average against, and a .75 whip. Let's clear out Ponce's as you guys watch them fade away. Pak Sang Won out on the mound. Get his pitch count going. As that's outside. Jung Hoon leading things off for Lotte here. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. I don't think there's any other substitutions anywhere. Lotte still with the full regular roster as Noshiwan picks that one up and throws across, and that's 1 away in the eighth. That'll bring up a Na Sung Yup. The diving stop over at first base with the had to deal with the broken bats. Struck out looking in his first at bats, a walk in his second, and then popped up to the second baseman. He should probably be pretty happy that Ponce is not in there anymore. And he fouls that one off of his leg and off of EJ Wan. And that is not good because, again, EJ Wan is in there because the manager keeps wanting to pinch hits and rely on these guys. Hit him in the shin guard. But there's no other there's no other catcher. I believe the emergency catcher for Hanwha is at third base. I have watched him catch before. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Na Sung Yup sets up on the outside, and that's going to be chopped foul, and it's 0-2. So, again, Noshiwan is the emergency catcher. Years ago, they did the same thing that they do now, where they they run out the backup catcher, and then the backup catcher gets hurt. And the 0-2 pitch is way low, and it's 1-2 now. All right, to the 1-2 pitch, that's up and in right at the belt and misses badly, and it's 2-2. Almost missed so badly that it was a strike. Pak Sang Won hasn't pitched for a while. I believe maybe Saturday. I don't remember the last time I saw him pitch, honestly. Oh, the 28th? Yeah, Friday. That's going to be a ground ball past the diving second baseman. And like I said, Na Sung Yup has to be one of the guys that is super happy that Ponce is out of the game because now he can do his work. Reyes now steps in as we'll see if they have a pinch runner here. I have to imagine they go with a pinch runner. Yep, they'll have a pinch runner. Reyes steps in, the pinch runner for Na Sung Yup. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. the jump do song. Right, so first pitch just catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. 205 now for Reyes after his double and a single. He's 2 for 3 on the day. A single in his first at bats, a double in his second, or sorry, his third. A strikeout sandwiched in between as they throw over to first. Lotte would love for Reyes to start hitting like he did last year. And the 0-1, and that's going to be lined. That's going to be trouble. That's going to right before the warning track, and he is off to the races, and he will come home on the RBI double by Reyes as the pinch hits or the pinch runner is absolutely flying around the bases. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will put Lotte up 3-2. Reyes hanging out on second base now is, again, the defensive positioning has been awful. He is just absolutely flying around the bases. They were playing him to pull really bad, but then they pitched the throw was an outside pitch. That's going to bring up Kim Min Sung. And another pitch com issue. I don't know. Lotte's bullpen is not good either. That's the thing. Jang Do Sung huffing and puffing over there in the dugouts. And poor positioning on defense there. As, once again, can't hear. Asking the infielders again. One fielder also wears a pitch comm. So he's trying to get a pitch comm from one of the fielders. Is Wang Young Mook is the one that has it on the infield, so he's grabbing Wang Young Mook's pitch comm. Yeah, like it's so often. It's so often in these games. It's like again, Ponce didn't even throw a pitch before his pitch comm was had you had to do something. And that pitch is low. Ball 1-0. Kim Min Sung is also really happy that Ponce is out. And most of these guys are. Come on. 30 minutes 30 minutes to get 1 out, and there's only been 2 hits. All right. Again, Reyes on second. It's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. Noshiwan with a diving stop throws across the diamond, and he makes the catch. Over at first base, Cheon Song makes a great scoop over there to give it 2 outs as the diving stop back to the base, gets up, throws a poor throw. He had to get rid of it quickly. It looked like he had plenty of time, actually, though. Rush that throw. Nice play to look back. Reyes is as he was coming up, he turned to look to his right before getting up and turning to his left to make the throw. As that's going to be a ground ball right to him as he gathers and throws across the diamond, and that will be 3 away, but not before Lotte gets themselves. And I have the wrong. It's now the bottom of the eighth. That was the top of the eighth. I'm sorry, everybody, but we'll go to the bottom of the eighth now. Lotte takes the 3-2 lead on a single by Nasung Yop, a pinch runner, and then a RBI double by Reyes. You think one is enough? No, Shiwan will come up to bat. He did have a single finally last inning. You have the danciest closer. Yeah, sorry, Bryson. Again, I'm a one-man show. I can only do so much. It was half right. I had the right base runners and the right batters on the left side, but unfortunately, I had the wrong. I really, I'm hoping that they show more of like the if you look at the post I made about the video, I'm hoping that they show more of what I actually do. I want to make a video explaining everything that I do to during these games because honestly, I don't think people realize like how much I'm actually like really doing. Like kind of I have three I have three screens. I have three desktop controllers and a keyboard that all have things that do stuff. Is Jung Chul Wan will come in and take over on the mound. Ended on a video replay. Ew, gross. All right, now no Shiwan steps in. Let me clear that. I still need to just a sec. I'll get his pitch counts also changed. And first pitch is low. Ball one. Well, that would have to mean that Kia won, right? Because that's going to be a ground ball in fair territory. The throw across and diving headfirst is Noshiwan, but is not able to. Is the bobble over there again by the third baseman. This time he seemed to have been running out of the box finally, but a hard hit ball. Just watching it instead of running is that one. Yeah, unless you're off balance. Again, the third baseman dropped it. Yeah, I mean, a head first slide is not good unless you're off balance. He's out by quite a bit. Again, the third baseman is not played well. That's twice now he's bobbled that throw or bobbled a play. All right, Cheon Sung now steps in. Again, Son Ho Young, the normal third baseman, was taken off the roster. So I'm not entirely sure what is going on because he had a single and then he came out of the game last night. I thought maybe it was for defensive purposes, but I don't know. All right. Cheon Sung, the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Cheon Sung 0 for 3 on the day, a 6-3 ground out, a strikeout in his second at bats. His third at bat was a foul pop up to the first baseman and a swing and a miss on a ball. in the dirt. So the catcher grabs it, throws over to first, and that is 2 away. Hey, you have a garden. I have if I look out my bedroom window, I can see down the alley and I can see some grass growing in the cracks. Kim Tae-yeon steps in and looks at ball one on the outside. It's a 1-0. Kim Tae-yeon singled in his last at bats. No, man, and they got another like 3 years of him too, or 2 years or something like that. 3 years. Telling you, it's the curse of the captain, the Hanwha curse of the captain. Every captain that Hanwha has ever had since Hanwha made the playoffs has been awful. Has either been awful or and sent down to the second team, or they've just been injured. As that misses way upstairs. No, I don't have time. Like when I'm working, the MLB is on, so I don't watch it. I used to, you know, before I started working where I'm at now. All right, it's the 3-0 pitch, taking the whole way, and it's in there for a strike, 3-1. Yeah, he was captain. Then so he actually took over for uh no I can't even remember, No Su Guang, who was playing so poorly that he got taken off the first team, as that's going to be a pop fly to the center fielder, and that's will leave Hanwha with one more attempt to score some runs. We'll go to the ninth inning. It is 3-2 Lotte. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, the shortstop was captain after Nosu Guang took over in center field, and then the that shortstop lost his job as the captain whenever he got busted for a DUI. Who should be coming in here? Let's see. They're gonna have the number 7 hitter. Yeah, dude. Like it's crazy. Like I can get like you get Wi-Fi in the elevator. Good Lord, Alan. He's start a fruit stand. All right, Han Sung Hyuk out there for Hanwha, 8.10 ERA, 2 losses, 1 hold, 4 games, 3 1/3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 286 batting average against, and a WHIP that is higher than 1. I just saw 1 point something, and you have to give me a little bit of Han Sung Hyuk. He pitched well to start last season, then ran into some issues, and he has not recovered. As that is going to be a first pitch, and that's going to be over the right fielder's head. And he's going to be at least on second base. Is he going to head to third? He is going to head to third, and he's going to be easily in. Is he going to head home? Oh, he could have easily headed home, as the three middle infielders, or the three infielders, were just watching the ball bounce around. And he's got himself a leadoff triple, his second triple of this series. He's your third baseman. Or sorry, your shortstop. He's the shortstop that took over for, like I said, Han Sung-hyuk has been nothing but struggle for the last year. Nope, he's the Jun Do-sung is the one that pinch ran for Na Sung-yup, and I didn't go and change it. I forgot all about it. Jung Do-sung moves to center. Han Tae-young is now. Lotte's got a bunch of changes I need to adjust. I'll try to do it here. That is not Man Sung-yuck. It is Han Sung-yuck. So Lotte has a bunch of changes. Is that the beautiful strike in there? And it's 2-1 now. So Jun Junu is no longer in the game. Young. Because that's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop makes the play, throws across, and is not going to score a run. A good play by Shimu Jun, who makes this play over to his left and then, or sorry, his right. And all right, Jung Bo Gun will step in. He's already got himself an RBI single, 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and a 1-3 groundouts also. That's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Yeah, Jung Do Sung is in the outfield. So I'm trying to get it. He's in center field now. Reyes moves to left. Han Tae-young is at second. Kim Min Sung moves to first. So again, I'll try to get it all changed here. So he's at second. Jung Do Sung is in the center, as that is outside 1-1. Yeah. Reyes is now in left. That's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop bobbles it in an air. Wow. Comes home on that. The shortstop bobbles it. And then as he's bobbling it, he just gives up on it instead of picking it up and throwing it down to first. And just like that, Lotte adds another run on an E6. He just gave up on it. Oh, he said he's out. I thought he was safe at first. Oh, he is out. So that'll go down as a 6-3 RBI ground out. I don't know, man. I'm like, I got so much going on right now. I'm like, I'm trying to watch the game, but change everything and trying to figure out where everyone is. So again, Reyes is not in right field. Reyes is in left field. Kim Min Sung is not at second. Kim Min Sung is at first as he looks at strike one there. And just misses the top of the zone. That probably would have been a strike last year. And that means Yoon Dong Hee is now in right field. And that's going to be a single to left field, as is one at bat so far. On Dae Young. First at bat, only at bat of the day, and he'll take a single. As Han Sung-hyuk once again is not pitching much. All right. right, Jung Hoon steps in. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. Jung Hoon, 0 for 4 on the day, 3 strikeouts and a 5-3 ground outs. He actually led off last inning and is up again here. This is twice now that he has led off an inning and then came up to bats in the next inning. So back in the fourth, he led off the fourth with strikeouts and then came up to bat in the fifth to end the fifth with the strikeouts. Here in the eighth, he led off that with a 5-3 ground outs, and now he's coming up to bat here with 2 outs, and he's already got an 0-2 count. Twice as an opportunity to make the first, and as that is not going to be an out, as that's going to be a single to right field. Eugene Young gathers himself. Looked like he was trying to throw everybody out. As another single puts runners on first and seconds with 2 outs. Lotte looking to add some more, give themselves some breathing room, as Han Sung-hyuk is just giving up a singles and singles and singles. His third hit that he's given up so far. Right. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. That's going to bring up Jang Do-sung. Jang Do-sung, again, took over as a pinch runner and slaps that one foul, and it's 0-1. Took over as a pinch runner last inning and ended up scoring the go-ahead run at the time, hitting 571 on the season. And the 0-1, and that's going to be a ground ball. Wang Yang Mook grabs it, gathers, throws. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be it for Lotte. But they get another one. It's we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 4-2 Lotte. They'll bring in their closer. I gotta fix these hits here. There we go. I think that's right now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to have the rights, everything, soil, every. So I imagine it's got to be kind of difficult. No, they'll bring in their closer. Will he get 2 saves? Where's Kenny? Where's Kenny? Kenny's ready. Ready for this. All right. Who should Hanwha have coming up? Hanwha should have a 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. So Eugene Young should be leading things off. And clear that out. There are not 2 outs already, although there should be. Yeah, but he grows his hair out to to donate to wigs. So Kim Won-jung, 193 ERA, 1 save, 4 games, 4 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, a 200 batting average against, and a 1.71 whip. It really messes me up when I switch channels. So like this is Spo TV 2. Like when I go to SBS or KBS, or when they have those like local cable broadcasts and they everything's not in the same order. As Eugene Young fouls that one off, and it's 0-1. We'll see how is need another 2 pitches so that Kenny can tell us how this game is going to end. How much was his contract? Reyes is coming out. Yeah, that's what I. Reyes comes out. I'm not going to go and switch that unless Hanwha ties the game, as that's going to be a swing and a miss there, 0-2. So Reyes just came out. Kim Dong-hyuk going in. And the 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. And that is probably going to make Kenny pretty happy. The rest of the Lotte fans in here. And there's, I don't know how many. I know there's a couple Lotte. He's throwing strikes and he gets the pitch against EJ Wan now. The Spo TV's already put the after this game, this is going to happen up there as EJ Wan gives a souvenir to the second deck and they don't deal with it and it falls down. And the only time Lotte loses to Hanwha is when they're in Daejeon. But Hanwha is just so bad as that's going to be a single back up the middle as it's not over yet. EJ Wan is finding his stroke, ladies and gentlemen. That brings the tying run to the plate, and Shimu Jun. EJ Wan has got to stay in to run. His run really doesn't mean much. Yeah. All right, so that's going to bring up again Shimu Jun. 0 for 3 on the day, a pop up to the third baseman, a pop up to the shortstop, and a 5-3 ground out, and that pitch is outside, ball 1. Oh, Toledo Mud Hens. No, then it wouldn't be a KBO bullpen, Kenny. And the 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Shimu Jun, I believe he had 7 home runs last year. If my memory serves me correct. No, he had 7 the last 2 years combined, which was almost a little over a full year. Only played 53 games last year as the 1-1 way outside at 2-1. Last year he had 7 stolen bases, 3 home runs. Only 53 games, so 1 every 7 games. He hasn't had one yet, and this is game number 10, 9, 10? I don't even know. And this is low, ball 3. Gotta be interesting. Gotta be interesting. Shimu Jun now a 3-1 count. He is the tying run. Wonder if they've got Kim Saw-hyun warming up in the bullpen just in case. And they're going to go with a pinch runner here. Hanwha's got to take the lead now as Iwan Suk is going to pinch run here. This is, again, his run means nothing. I don't get this. Now you have to take the lead because you don't have a catcher. As that's right down the middle and it runs the count full. I don't get this. I know the run doesn't mean anything. All right, you've got a full count, second full count of the day for Shimu Jun. His first one, he grounded out into a 5-3 put out. You do have speed over at first base now. Shimu Jun also moves well. That's going to be a ground ball, but it's going to roll foul, and we'll have another 3-2 pitch. Are we going to end up with a strike him out, throw him out, double play? Yeah, no Shiwan is the emergency catcher. So Ito Yoon, I assume, would uh go to third base, and then no Shiwan would come and catch. And the 3-2 pitch upstairs, and that's gonna walk them, and they've got runners on first and second. He's came in, and again, this is something I talked about it last night. I talked about this last night. He pitched last night, didn't get the save because it was a 4-run game. Now he comes out in a closing situation, and he can't throw the ball. So you got Wong Young Mook stepping in. Wong Young Mook, I think he had 4 homers last year. He could walk this off. I might be able to hear the crowd screaming and yelling if Noshi or Wong Young Mook walks this off with a 3-run shot. Yeah, he did have 3 homers last year. And here's the first pitch in there for a strike. I'm gonna hear it from both sides. I'm trying to think. The stadium is that way, and Nick, you're that way. It's gonna be like surround sound. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Wong Young Mook. Sets up on the outside, and he's outside. Ball 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have KBO until the end, because, well, the bullpens are so bad. There's never just a 1-2-3 inning. All right. 1-1 pitch number 15, and that's going to be a ground ball. The pitcher picks it up, throws it to first, and 2 away as they move the runners over. But again, 2 outs. Now you've got 2 runners in scoring position, and hoping, if you're a Lotte fan, you got to be hoping that there's some wild pitches, because An Chi Hong is up. He was Mr. 2-out RBI last year. Yeah, a single scores it. Obviously they are off on any ball that makes like any contact. They are off. So An Chi Hong steps in. An Chi Hong, 1 hit on the season, 0 for 3 today, and that is way outside. Ball 1. An Chi Hong, liner to left in his last at bat as he attempted to bunt, pulled it back, and lined it to left on the half choked up swing. Also walked in back in the third, a fly out, another line out to left in his first at bats, and that misses low, and it's 2-0. He has 1 hit on the season, and that was an RBI double. I want to say double last week. Saturday. Yes, he has 1 hit, and it was to take the lead as that misses outside, and it's 3-0. He is gonna be taking 100% of the way here, because again, he just not does not have it this year, and they're gonna walk him. They're gonna put the go ahead run on base, and instead they're gonna face Florial. Can Florial do something? All right, bases loaded. Florial up to bat. He's 0 for 4, 0 for 7 in this series. 2 strikeouts today, a 3-6 ground out, and that's ball one outside. Florial has did in the I believe the Kia game did walk in a run. Actually, I believe he walked in the game winner. And here comes the 1-0. As that's going to be a chopper to the pitcher, throws to first, and that's will be game over. As Hanwha strands the bases loaded. And they lose 4-2. Wow. Nice ballpark. Looks fantastic. Other teams love playing in it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So Hanwha once again loses. They did at least put up a fight. They did put up a fight, ladies and gentlemen. But again, their offense is atrocious. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I gotta find it. Yeah, give me 1 second. All right. Get rid of this stuff. There we go. All right, that's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Turns to shortstop, throws across, and that's will be an inning double play. All right, that's going to take us to the bottom of the ninth. Well, I'll try to get some of this stuff caught up real quick. No, we got the bottom of the ninth here. Let's get rid of this game. We'll go. It's not going to be right. No, we'll just get rid of it there. I have everything kind of set up, but it just I have to adjust each individual game. But so what do we got here? It's 5-1 right now. LG is up. We're gonna head to the bottom of the ninth. KT is gonna have looks like maybe Kongbae Ko. Yeah, I mean that's it. He was scoreless in his first game, and they ended up losing, and then scoreless against Hanwha, and they ended up losing that game also. Or I think they won their opening game, but the bullpen has blown up both of his games. Finally gets a win. Only 2 strikeouts though. There, 7 innings, 87 pitches, 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. The bullpen actually held it together for once. And I believe Pak Chun Ho will be back this weekend. All right. That is not right. We're going to clear that. Clear that. Clear that. Clear that. Clear that. All right, there we go. All right, first pitch is the ball. I'm gonna have to just kind of tell you guys what is happening, I guess. And the second pitch just barely catches the inside corner, and it's 1-1 now. Park Myung Gun on the mound. Baejung Dae up to bat. Baejung Dae 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in his first at bat, and that's going to be a chopper to the shortstop. Ojiwan grabs it, throws across, and that's one away. It's going to bring up Guangdong Jin. Guangdong Jin 2 for 3 on the day. A single in his first at bat, a triple in his second at bat, and a strikeouts in his last at bats. There we go. All right, the 0-1 pitch in Guangdong Jin. Chicken wing in his arm and a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. Park Myung Gun. In quickly. Oh, he has a weird windup. That's way outside. 1-2. He does this turns and looks and then comes back and then yeah, very very strange windup for Park Myung Gun. Looks in. He turns and looks basically to the second baseman. And the 1-2 slaps it foul. Stays 1-2. I feel like I want to like show you guys. So he's looking like this, but then he turns all the way around to look where like the second baseman would be, and then comes back and sets, and then goes into his delivery. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch and pops it up. That's going to be in the infield. Second baseman, nope, shortstop, right behind the bag, and that's 2 away. That is a very, very strange windup. LG all warmed up with their plastic jackets. All right, Rojas steps in and looks at strike one on the outside. 0-1. Rojas 0 for 4 on the season or the day. Strikeout, a double play, and a ground ball, and that's going to be lifted into center field. Mean over under it, and that's will end the game. And LG wins 5-1. All right. Yeah, Rojas is not. I mean, luckily his team is much better. So, kind of recap the Hanwha game that I was originally doing. So, but yeah, Joe, perfect, perfect timing for you. The Twins are really good. Uh, they are really good. The bullpen, though, I was definitely worried about the bullpen. They did go out and get some guys for their bullpen, though, which is something that I made this. I wrote my script. It's 8 pages long, and I can't get it to edit correctly. And at this point, it's too late. We're 3 weeks into the season. I don't want to make my preseason video at this point. So, but yeah, I am concerned about their bullpen. They did go out and get guys for the bullpen versus like Lotte, who had an awful bullpen last year, and they went out and signed nobody for their bullpen. So, but Hanwha, once again, their offense is just not good. Their offense wasn't good last year. So in the off season, they went and signed a defensive shortstop and a pitcher that they skipped his spot in the rotation because he's not really that good. They went and paid a bunch of money for positions they didn't need. Uh, but overall, Nagyuan pitched okay, a 5.1 innings, 98 pitches. He gave up 2 earned runs, but again, those were he shouldn't have been out there even after he gave up the leadoff single to Noshiwan in the 6th inning. He should have been done. He should have been in line for the win. At the most, he should have given 1 out or 1 run. So doesn't factor into the decision. But then the bullpen came in and did not look. Song Jae-young did not look good for Lotte. But Hanwha, again, Ponce once again absolutely dominated. 7 innings, 96 pitches, 5 hits, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Again, another 2 runs. He's given up 2 runs in all 3 of his games now. But Hanwha, again, Han Sung-hyuk, Park Sang-won gave up 1 run. Han Sung-hyuk came in and gave up 1 run. I talked about it last year. The bullpen was overused last year. Towards the end of the season, they started to really fall apart. And again, they're being used a little bit too much already this season, even though Hanwha's not winning. Uh, so they just can't get hits with runners in scoring position. They can't get hits with runners on base. They, you know, they just they just aren't good offensively. They're hitting under 200 as a team. The only thing that is good is their batting average of runners in scoring position, but that's a middle of the league thing. And honestly, that's doesn't matter if you can't ever get anybody on base to start with. So, they had the bases loaded, and Florio, their big off-season acquisition for a foreigner who has played good defense, kind of, uh, uh, grounds out to the pitcher. An Chi-hong isn't hitting, No Shiwan isn't hitting, and Cheon Song is not hitting. No Shiwan 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 strikeouts, 1 for 4 today. Finally got his hits. He's 1 for his last 29 at bats. Chan Sung 1 for 4 yesterday, 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts. Kim Tae-yeon 1 for 4 yesterday, 1 for 4 today. Did reach on an E6, a double there. But No Shiwan, the 5-3 ground out, should have scored a run, but because he took his time getting out and didn't hustle down the line, he couldn't beat out the throw. Shimu Jun, again, down at the bottom of the order, didn't come through today. Did come through yesterday, but again, it wasn't an important situation yesterday. Wang Young-mook continues to hit at the top of the lineup. 2 for 4 today with a double, a single, and a walk. Has played absolutely fantastic. Again, they should not have signed Shimu Jun. They should have gone out and tried to find somebody for the outfield. And yeah, but anyway, that's it for me. I am who am I streaming tomorrow? I completely forgot who I'm streaming tomorrow. Let me check real quick. Who am I streaming tomorrow? What did I say? What am I doing tomorrow? Kia versus LG. So Kia at LG tomorrow, 6:30. Then who else? I know Saturday I'm going to do the Kium game. The reason why I'm doing the Kium game is it's supposed to rain here in Korea on Saturday. So by doing the Kium game, it's going to be in the dome. I don't have to. I can guarantee that I can do a stream, and then Sunday will be Hanwha at Samsung. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow once again, same time, and as always, until next time.